that, guys. Come on. Especially right there. Look at this. Yeah, like some of that streaky is there. This is not. It's just a matter of not letting the heat get me. When it's hot, you just got to move fast and then you don't feel it at all. Look at that, guys. This was no ladder. Shooter tip. Can we tell which house over there I did? What's up, YouTube? It's Eric with Precision Pressure Wash, coming at you with another video today in Champions Gate, Florida, and we're doing a roof wash as well as a soffit, fascia, and exterior gutter clean. It's hot. We are getting a late start because we got my partner in crime. He did work last night, so I always let him get a little sleep, and it's like, it's so damn hot, man. Once it passes 9 o'clock, it's all the same. So if I can have him out here and he's not. It's not that he's cranky. It's just that he can't think. Can't think is good. But we're headed to the job now. It is 11 o'clock. We have two jobs on the ticket today. One is in Celebration. That's where we're going to wrap up. That's a driveway, front porch, like all the railings, pillars, soffits, like right in this little front pop-out porch area. There's a driveway in the back. It's not huge, but it's way in the back. You can't park back there either. You got to pull your hoses from the front. And then there's a front walkway leading up to the porch. That's what we got to do there. The roof we're going to do right now, it's a 2-story roof. It's an orange tile. We haven't done one of these. This is a different section in Champions Gate. There's like a bunch of different little sections. The first batch was all in one section. I had a whole bunch. You guys saw how many videos I did. It just got old, and there was a couple I didn't even do videos because it was same model. Some weren't as dirty as others. The ones that were real dirty, I always try to film that. But today, this one's a little dirty. It's big, it's 2-story. I can't access the second story from the first story, so that's always a bonus. It does have gutters, so we will be bagging them. I stopped at Home Depot yesterday on my way to fish and picked up some contractor bags, so we're ready to go with that. Oh, we went ahead, guys, and I'm bringing a whole freaking box of these things today. We ain't even playing. It's freaking that hot. I also said, forget bringing this small little cooler we got. I went and brought the big one, guys. So we're gonna stop up here, get us a big bag of ice. We're gonna pretty much have almost a whole case of water ready to go instead of like 10 like we've been working with. So no conserving water. If I'm thirsty, I'm gonna drink it. If I feel like I'm even starting to get the least bit thirsty or little heart beating in my head, I'm gonna take a break. Because guys, I came home nauseous and migraine the other day, and it takes hours to bounce back. You know what I mean? It really does. It just ruins your whole day. So we're trying to avoid that. He's younger. That's what he has going for him. In the old days, like it was nothing. It was just the work sucked, and yeah, it was hot, but now that I'm older, man, it's really getting me. This whole week, last week, I don't know what else I could do. Oh, I did bring a change of clothes. That's one thing I've noticed when I get like late morning, early afternoon, guys, and I'm freaking drenched from head to toe with sweat. If I change my tank top underneath my shirt and put on a new shirt and I won't overheat. When you're soaking wet, you got nothing you're gonna overheat. So he brought an extra shirt, I brought an extra shirt. We're doing everything we can to stay alive. I can't tell you how to stay cool out here right now, but I can tell you how to stay alive, and at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the job. All right, guys, we are on site. We're pretty much set up. We got a lot of people here, so filming was hard in the beginning, talking to the customers and stuff. Can you guys see that up there? So we're doing the soffits. Let me see, I'm zoomed way in. We're doing soffits and the exterior of the gutters, fascia. We're gonna do this first. Look at, can you guys see all that? We're gonna do all this first because it'll kind of go for our pre-wet. And then once we do that, I've already took off all these things because they have these little blockers on there so no critters can get in. And then we're gonna go ahead and put bags on there. But I didn't want to put them on there before getting water and stuff in. But guys, look at this one. You can see it. Look at that. It's going to be a really freaking good dipper. Look at that, guys. Come on. Especially right there. Look at this. We'll do come back and definitely get an after right there. And then it's just like that all the way around. I guess the front, since the sun comes right up and hits it, guys, it's not bad like this. But all this, she needs a little love. God, it's gonna be such a difference. Look at that one. Night and day it's gonna be. I don't know how good you're seeing it because of the sun, but I promise you all that up there is just as bad as this. They asked if the house needed wash, and there's really, it doesn't. I don't think I see anything on here that would make a difference. So we did not try to upsell that. But yeah, you can see from where it stops at the corner to out to the front, you could tell. Sun hits it. The growth is not as bad. So what the plan is, guys, we're gonna, I will still show you the roof when we get up there. But we're gonna wash the front of the house first so they can get back to their normal life. They got kids coming and going and stuff. So we're gonna get that done and then we'll be on the roof. But stay tuned and we'll pick back up when we're washing. All right, guys. We're just wetting everything real good because the sun's been beating on this all morning. Plus it's a little oxidized. I don't think I'm gonna get any up there on the door, but I'm doing a light coat because you see it's blue and it's smoking hot. So this is what we're gonna do. It's kind of a pre-wet for the roof / house wash.
place moving at light speed.
You got to, man. When it's hot, you just got to move fast and then you don't feel it at all. Alright guys, it's coming along. I can't really talk much because everything is
Fast motion.
happening fast. So we're gonna rinse this, that. Almost done with the house wash slash it's just gutters, and so I'm gonna run down there. Even though we're not washing the house, I always just still hit the edge shit on the glass. We're almost on to the cool stuff, guys. I'm trying to get through this. It's hot. I'm trying to go to that other place in my head so I don't realize how bad it is, but we're making good progress.
All right, y'all, final side before we get onto the roof wash.
I'm gonna use the shooter tip, guys. No ladder for this one. Alright guys, so you can really see where I left off. Show them where we stopped. All we got is this.
All right, here you go.
So we got from just past that gutter, and that thing that we have taped up over there, that's for a Tesla charger. Good with the shooter tip. Last time I'm taking that off. Alright guys, that's that. Kind of need to, I'll maybe have to rinse something else with the gun when I get up there to wash the roof, but we'll see when we get there. Anyways, we're gonna go out here, shut her down, gas it up, prime the system and get set up, and then I'll see you guys when we're about to hit this roof. Alright guys, we're up here. First time up. It's pretty dirty. It didn't look as dirty from down there, but it is. Now, I think these black streaky things, I think that is in the tile, but that black splotchy stuff, that is not. So, that is the worst area. This is where the sun hits in the morning. Yeah, like some of that streaky is there. This is not. This will be sketch. Everything we got to do here is just think about it before you just go. This is the kind that's smooth, so it can be slippery if it's really bad with mildew and algae, and then you hit it with the SH. I'm just going to be moving real slow and cautious throughout this first little bit, guys. But then we'll be able to go. I guess the camera, I don't know. I'll figure out where I'm gonna put the camera and all that. I haven't done any of that. This is like the first time I'm up, kind of just looking. Front, there's a little bit of gonna be an issue. Just being careful. Cloud cover is greatly appreciated today, guys. It is still hot, but it is nothing like it's been first 3 days of this week. Honest God. All right, so nothing crazy, guys. We got this. Today, I'm running 5 1/4. That's what we're gonna go with, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be all right just because of the temps out here and stuff. And I feel like this color does clean up a little easier. But nonetheless, I'll do a test piece, give it a few minutes. We know all the time, it don't matter if it's 4 1/4, 5 1/4, 6 1/4. You're double tapping this thin set stuff. It is just so porous. Oh, look at that. Slide that back into place for him. There we go. All right. See, that's why you just can't, you always got to be cautious at those ends when you're first getting up. It's nothing to just go back, guys, and slide a few of these tiles up. That one ain't really doing much. That one's cracked. I mean, of course it would be. They cut it way to there, so. Anyways, I'm gonna try to be careful not to get these guys covered in it, because they're back here trying to cut these palms. I think they're giving it the old Carlos cut. Comment down below, guys, if you know what that is. You have to use a handsaw or a sawzall. The thorns on those palms right there, guys, no bueno. Anyways, I ain't gonna get nothing done walking around up here talking to y'all. So I'm gonna climb back down, get the 12 volt primed up, pull the hose, and I'll see you up here when we're ready to do something. Stay tuned. All right, guys. I did a little bit along the edges while he's down there with the water. Real critical part. You guys didn't miss much. Right there on the edge, that's it. Those little jut outs. I'm gonna jump over, put my mask on so we can go full throttle. But the 5 1/4 is working perfect. I knew it would with the temperature. It's just a matter of not letting the heat get me. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this thing going, see how long I can go till I feel my heart beating in my head, then I'll take a drink. Stay tuned. Alright guys, that's a wrap here. We're all done. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like now because I'm not coming back. It's still drying in a lot of places. I did go around and do some touch up. There was some misses, just some spots that was real bad. Like over here there was a lot, so you can see I just treated it. That was the last thing I did. He's going to pull the hose around back here, this corner, and I'm going to start a rinse. The final rinse when I get down there. We got to get these bags off the gutters. There was a spot over here I missed. Guys, you're going to have little touch-up spots. That's just the way it is. I mean, unless you're just totally gassing it. But as far as everything here, man, this looks really good. Look at it. Compared to over there, to here, to there. Big difference. Alright. You guys probably can't hear a word I'm saying, but I'm going to show you everything here. This was a little crazy. Oh crap, I still got to do that piece. Alright guys, I'm not done. I'll see you on that next piece. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you this because we are done right here. Beautiful, guys. Look how light it is compared to the other ones. I'm sure when you look around the neighborhood, you'll be able to see the ones. I'm sure some of them are done, unless they are the first one. Who knows? There was one couple down that looked really good. I don't know, man. They might be the first, which would be a really good thing for me. Anyways, see you guys when I'm doing that last little piece down there, and then we'll call this thing a wrap and then head on over to the next job because it's already late. Stay tuned. Alright guys, finished product. I'm going to try to zoom in, but the sun is bad. And this really wasn't the bad side. Go around the side here. It did take a while, but that's when you start at noon. You just can't work fast the whole time, you know? You guys remember that? Look at that, guys. This was no ladder, shooter tip. But here we are. It does have the tiger stripes. But as far as the organics, we're good. You guys see it. There ain't no special filter. There it is. I'll zoom in up there. You guys remember that one? Anyways, that's a wrap. We done picked up all the bags, put all the downspouts back on, thorough rinse. I've went around myself, rinsed everything good. Customers happy. We're happy that we're done. Well, that's it, guys. If you like what you see, give us a like or subscribe. But for now, we're on to the next job. Stay tuned. Look at that, guys. There's the one we did. Can you tell the difference? Can we tell which house over there I did? All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, we're here. Celebration. We're doing this driveway, which is cool. It's pretty shady, so he's gonna catch a break on that. Then we're doing all this mold here, which means I'm probably just gonna run the surface cleaner all through here. I might not come up here with chem, but this definitely needs it. And then I'll nothing crazy. I am gonna go with just the egg shedding water and clean that flood off that. And then on the front, we're just gonna do the porch, the pop out, and you can see it does look bad. So we're gonna clean all this, especially this railing. Look at this railing. It's worse when you look at it from this outside here. But really guys, we're gonna do that. If we gotta get the 5% out, we will, but that's the game plan. Stay tuned. Guys, I'm just pre-wetting some of this blue paint. We're only going to be spraying downstream, but I just want to play it safe. We might bring the pump up right here for downstairs and just use that 5. And then really hit the garage door. I'm just gonna wet the door right here, guys. And now I'm gonna have him go drop me in the soap.
Oh, that water feels good. Hey.
Alright, put the J-rod on. We're going to start pulling soap. I'll put a coat down. About 38 seconds. There we go. I do not have the revs turned on at all. I don't think we need it. Cleaning this rail here. Try to keep it off the glass.
Bro, you just said you weren't putting soap in
Then
it.
I went up and wet everything.
You never stick to your word.
Alright, now I'm going to go lay the coat down on the driveway. Let that soak. Let that marinate, guys. I'm gonna put the egg shed on. I'm gonna go over here and clean this so he can then do the surface cleaner. Let's see how this comes out. I'm gonna actually start blasting it while I'm still pulling soap. Just like that, that's done. We'll get onto the rinse and then we'll finish up out on the porch out front, guys. Go shut it up. All right, guys, here we are. I'm not gonna walk up on there because I've stepped in the mud, but she looks good. We got all those bugs that were up on there. All the stairs, the railings, look at that. You guys saw how bad it was in the before. I'm not gonna walk across this sidewalk. Look at that. Very nice. And then we'll go on back here. Falling over the bushes. It's been a long day, guys. Well, we started late, so I guess it hasn't. I've been up since 4:30, so it's a long day for me. The back patio came out really good. All these railings. We hit that drip edge with just water. If they want those streaks off, they'll have to pay extra. That wasn't even part of it. I just did that. Floor came out good. Railings all look brand new. The main part they were worried about was right here from the street. This was all moldy. That is not moldy anymore. And then the driveway wasn't horrible, but it definitely needed a clean. Let me put this camera back. But yeah, guys, that's it. Look what we got there. All right, so I'm hoping when I walk back up there, everything's ready to go and we're just pulling out of here. But I'm sure there'll be a couple things to do. I don't know if we'll do any truck talk. Maybe. Let's see what's going on out here before I tell you what's going on. All right, that looks good. There was one spot up there on this, the windowsill. That's like rust. That is not organic growth, so I couldn't clean that. There it is. They can't get you, they can't violate them about that. All right, bud. All right, I see you. I still got to help put some stuff away. I'll see you in the truck. If not, peace.